Hola, comadres. Today's Pep Talk topic is going to be contentment. Contentment doesn't mean that you're not reaching for more. It doesn't mean that you're not setting goals and making changes. Contentment means I can love and accept where I am in this very present moment. If I spend a lot of time in regret about choices I made in the past or choices I didn't make, inaction can cause us as much trouble as action, I'm robbing myself of contentment to be where I am in the present moment. Contentment is looking around me and seeing many, many things that are good. Contentment is, to me, it's the opposite of lack. In some ways, I could be lacking a lot of things that I need, but I could still be content. Contentment is a state of mind, and more than anything, to me, it's a state of heart. I can look all around frantically at all the things that need to be done, the things I didn't get done yesterday, the things I'm not going to get done today, and I can look at the deficit section of my life, and I could go through every area from, my money to my housework, to my laundry, to my exercise, to my food, every single area of relationships. I can go through every single thing in life and find something in deficit, something I wish was better. And there is going to be a deficit in every area. None of us are going to live that perfect life. The reality is I can also look at the side that while there is a deficit and I continue to press on and move forward, there's also a contentment in having some peace in my heart that I'm working on all these things. I don't have to be at a certain time in a certain place. Contentment is I am enjoying the journey. I'm not making a whole plan of life will be better when, or when this happens, things will be better. The reality is if I can be content in the moment, I can be thankful when it's cold. I can be thankful when it's hot. Now, I'm not saying, because sometimes we can be content and not be grateful. We can be content that we're managing or handling a situation better than we might have in the past. I'm not going to feel grateful when a challenge comes up. I'm not going to feel grateful when anxiety comes up or when I'm faced with a problem. I'm not going to be grateful about the problem, but I have more tools, I have more resources, and I'm better equipped mentally and emotionally to deal with whatever's coming up. So that's what I'm talking about, contentment. Contentment is that I'm not always going to make progress in a straight line, moving on up fashion. There's going to be dips. There's going to be drops. There's going to be, in every challenge in life, we're going to have ups and downs and successes and pause. One of the things that I talk about a lot in the health journey, in the emotional journey, in the spiritual journey, is that sometimes we're really moving forward, and other times we're in a pause. We're in a remission, I think, of just, we have to pause and get our roots again. And when we're really going through a lot of changes, that upheaval is going to require some recovery time. So contentment for me is that I accept myself as I am in the current moment. There are many things that I'm content about. It doesn't mean I don't want more. It doesn't mean I don't want more from myself. It doesn't mean I don't want to be more true to my goals. It means that I can look around and be within my spirit, within myself, within my body. I can be content with the progress I've made. It doesn't mean I quit striving, but we're never going to grow by hating ourselves. We're never going to grow. We're not truly going to move in new directions if what we're doing is burning ourselves down. So contentment is about, you know what, I am making progress. I can do things I couldn't do before. I can handle situations I couldn't handle before. I used to get $50 of mad at that problem. Now I'm only $5 of mad. I can be content that I don't have to lose my shit over things that once used to really bother me. Now, that doesn't mean that something won't go from 0 to 100. But my contentment comes from knowing it's a temporary situation. When I'm having a rough time, that is temporary. It's temporary when I'm having a rough time. At the time, it may not seem temporary, but if I have some contentment in my heart, I can say, okay, this really sucks right now. I can look at where I am, I can look at how I feel, and I'm able to say, I can make it through this. I can make it through this. I can make it through this, whatever it takes. Contentment is knowing that I have resources that I haven't even tapped into yet. It's security, I think, too. Like, if you know that you have a financial emergency and you've got a few dollars saved up, enough dollars to cover that emergency, that's contentment and security. When you know that you have people who've got your back, that you can turn to in a rough time, that's security, and that's also contentment. So look around today, kind of just look at some different areas of your life, and what do you feel content about? I bet there's something on that list. And I see it a little different than gratitude. Gratitude sounds more like, well, I should be thankful because, and I know a lot of people find value in doing a gratitude list, and I get that. But how about contentment being a state of thought, a state of being? Yeah, I guess it does include gratitude, but I think it's a little more where I can just say, I'm really tired right now, and I'm content to rest. I don't have to keep pushing myself. I feel lonely right now. I'm content with reaching out to someone. I don't have to be like, oh no, they don't want to mess with me right now. Contentment gives me an internal resource that I really can't make it without. So I hope you're feeling content today in some areas of your life. We're not going to be content on all channels, but continuing to grow and develop and accept what is might just increase some contentment in your life. Have a great week, comadres.